We are not 1 but 2 days in the future. Was quite busy yesterday and didn't find no time to come out, but today I have a little bit of time here before it gets dark. So I'm out at this new spot that I found pretty close to the previous spot, but as you can see, much bigger lake. So hopefully much more fish. That's my hope. Bigger lake, more fish. Bigger lake, bigger fish. I don't. Surely, right? But as you can see, it's much more, I don't know, isolated here than the other spot. So I feel like this area is probably less pressured than the other one, and that was something I was talking about in the first video, was how overpressured that first pond that I was fishing is, and how much that might play a part into why you're not catching anything. Yes, I'm running the same setup I was running earlier, the weedless wacky rig setup. Got the weedless hook on here with the little guard, and the same stick of bait that I was using, that I've had luck with. The Cabela's one or the Bass Pro Shop one, or whichever, same company. Oh my goodness, I do that quite often. Cast right into a tree. Luckily that one wasn't bad. You can see some other bobbers and whatnot up there, other lines lost. It's not just me. This is a poorly positioned tree. If this tree wasn't here, this would be like probably the best spot in the whole area.
So this day involved a lot of casting and waiting and casting and waiting, as is the luxury of the wacky rig. But I also just wanted to take a second to thank you guys for the support so far. I will be working on a video going over different fishing poles, specifically fishing poles that I have, spinning reels, bait casters. I have a few spinning reels, one in particular, the one I use in this video and in most of my videos is my nice one, my good one. I also have a bait caster that I'm trying to get better at using, but as you guys might know, it's quite difficult, especially with the backlashes and all the other stuff you gotta learn about the bait caster while still trying to learn how to fish. Anyway, forgive my little side tangent here. Just wanted to thank you guys for the support early on here, and to let you guys know it's only up from here. I'm gonna try my best to get better at this and be able to get videos out quicker for you guys, be able to answer some questions quicker, and hopefully we can learn together quicker. So, back to the video.
Yeah, this tree definitely makes it more of a challenge to cast and whatnot. Trying to get it under the branches. There's a fine window here where you can get it if you want to get it further out there. I think I'm gonna try to go a bit more down here and see if I can find some better spots. This spot looks a bit more promising. We'll check this out. No trees to dodge over here. One thing I've seen people say online was bass like shade, so I'm casted right here in this little shaded area. See if there's any truth to that. Alright, I think out of pure lack of understanding of the wacky worm, I'm going to reel this in and change it up. I can see it floats a little bit there. You can see. I don't know how well you can see in the water. But maybe see if I just set it on top of the water here. It very slowly goes down. I feel like I'm not patient enough. I mean, I'm giving the rod a couple yanks to bounce it before it ever even gets close to the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch this up to something that maybe I can have a bit more luck. So with me having such a wide open space here, I'm gonna go ahead and run a rooster tail. Pretty small one. I'm not sure what size unless it says 1/16 ounce rooster tail. Just because I'm not too worried about it getting stuck on anything that I won't be able to retrieve it from. So hopefully I don't lose it, which is my main worry with running these. Alright, got the rooster tail tied on. Gonna go ahead and cut off the tag end here as close as I can. Give it a couple tugs. Looks good to me. So hopefully I don't lose this because I don't have too many more. I have burned through them as much as I've used them. So hopefully I keep this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to run this rooster tail. Hope for the best. It's a lot lighter than the worm. Alright, maybe rooster tail is not the call for this pond. Holy moly. First cast out there, and I get the entire seaweed floor. Oh, not even, you can see a bunch more. So maybe this isn't the best spot for this. Maybe I messed up. Alright, try to get it mostly cleaned up, setting it out here for another cast. Hopefully better than the first. So the first one I went more over there and I immediately got caught in weeds and stuff. I see weeds here, so I'm pretty sure I'll get caught in it there. I think maybe I made the wrong choice of lures here. Maybe the rooster tail was not the play, but we're gonna give it one more try. Just see what happens. Okay, that was not a good cast by any means. For the imagination. And once again. So I'm going to go ahead and assume I made the wrong call here, and this is just not the area for a rooster tail because every cast, almost immediately, I am getting swamped with seaweed. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give this rooster tail one final cast. Maybe the third time's the charm. So we're going to go more to the right over here. Seems like maybe the seaweed ends here. Maybe not. We're about to find out one way or the other. Or I'm going to completely mess it up. Alright, it didn't go far, but it went out there. I think I immediately got caught on a bunch of seaweed again. Yeah. Holy heavens. Bunch of seaweed. Yeah. So we're gonna call it with the we're gonna call it with the rooster tail here. Clearly I made the wrong decision. Because every cast so far, 3 casts, and I just reel it right in. It is swamped with this stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and change out that rooster tail since apparently that was not the correct call to make. Alright, so I already have a 3/16 bullet weight on here. So now I'm tying on gonna tie on this EWG hook. Oh, actually, I'm gonna completely mess it up. But I'm gonna try to tie on this EWG hook. I would make a video on how to tie knots, but I am still learning myself, and I feel like I would be the worst person to teach anyone how to tie a knot. Alright, I am running out of these stick baits, so I'm reusing one of them that I already caught a fish on. If it caught a fish once, it should be good twice. I'm also going to try to show how I rig this up here so you guys can see. Although, again, I'm sure there's plenty of better people to teach how to rig Texas rig. Plenty of other videos on YouTube by people that have been doing this much longer than me. I'm more here for the beginner stuff. But Just about like that. And the Texas rig. Thing that has given me the most luck by far. We'll give it a couple casts. Mainly just setting this one up for tomorrow, probably. If I have some time, I might not have any time tomorrow, but definitely plan to get out Sunday. Launch that one a lot farther. But definitely plan to get out at least Sunday. Tomorrow's Saturday. So my plan for videos on this channel, as far as frequency goes, I'm hoping for at least one video a week. That's gonna be my goal. I might fall short of that depending on how busy I am that week. But I'm gonna try to put effort into each video, so I don't just want to, compile some clips and throw them together and put that out there. I want it to be at least a decent video. And I know a lot of these early videos they're not gonna have a point or a theme. But as we go on and I get better and stuff and just kind of narrow down what I'm gonna focus on is when we're gonna have more, oh, maybe something there. Maybe not. No, that feels like seaweed now. And if you guys want to see anything specific, any early viewers out here if you want anything specific, I mean, now's the time. I can definitely cater to any individual video request. If there's a certain topic or anything out there that you feel like isn't touched on enough in videos, or maybe just as a glossed over topic, let me know and I'll definitely help out where I can. So I'm not gonna stay out here too much longer, maybe about another couple casts or so. Alright, I think I'm gonna get one more cast in for the day, and then that is gonna wrap probably this video up. I don't know how long this video is, but a lot less. Whoa. Okay, we're casting right at that. Alright, well, what on is probably the last cast of the day. I'm going right for whatever that big fish that just jumped out of the water was. And if I can land that, that's one heck of a way to end the day. But if not, and I'm assuming I won't, because the odds of that would be crazy. Alright, I'll do one more cast, and then we'll head out. I didn't feel good about the last one, so you gotta feel good about your last cast. Wait. Well, the sun is starting to go down, so. Not only that, I do have also some stuff to do today. The life of a busy fisherman as well. But I also think that's another thing with the bigger fishing YouTube channels. A lot of those guys are out for like 6 to 8 hours a day and then cut up the video to about 20, 30 minutes of like the best highlights. And it looks like, I mean, you go out there for a little bit and you just start catching fish, but this is much more of my reality. So, and I feel like probably the reality of more average, everyday fishermen. So with that, and this being my last cast, if you enjoyed the video at all, give it a thumbs up, give me a sub. Most importantly, give me some suggestions down in the comments of what you might want to see. And definitely any tips or tricks that I can use out here that you guys think might help me. I am always looking to improve my game, as I definitely don't know what I'm doing. I've gotten lucky almost every time. Quite a long walk, but we're finally out. And on that note, I'm going to end the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. We are going to check out Wolf Lake, where the new Bears Stadium it might be at. Might be. It's a hotly debated topic. But I'll see you guys there.